From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
A drive in Bozeman is helping out refugees coming to Montana. I'll have more information on that coming up.
And find out how the Bureau of Indian Affairs is taking action to help identify and exchange information about missing and murdered Indigenous women. It is 6:30 on this Tuesday. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. A little traffic rolling up and down Montana there in the mining city. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Not too bad out there, is it?
No, it's actually beautiful. I was looking at the moon. It's now disappeared. It's behind some clouds. It was beautiful earlier this morning, but the clouds just kept inching in, making it a little more eerie. I was waiting for howling at the moon. That's all going to happen, I'm sure.
Do what you got to do out there.
Yep.
That's fine.
Early morning temperatures actually not bad. Into the 20s in Butte, 26 in Belgrade. We're sitting at 18 in West Yellowstone, 11 degrees from a weather watcher Ken's house. Basically, we're looking at afternoon potential for snow. There are some snow showers that are showing up on Futurecast. I think the heavier bands developing late in the afternoon, early part of the evening. If you're planning your day today, it looks like mostly cloudy skies. The evening commute could be dealing with at least some snow flurries, light snow. I don't think it's going to be a major impact for driving, but certainly could slow you down a little bit. We're going to talk about the timing, amounts, and much more, of course, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31 now. Bureau of Indian Affairs debuting a new tool to bring attention to the growing crisis in Montana of missing and murdered cases. For many families, it's a heartbreaking problem that hits way too close to home. MTN's Alina Houter spoke with one of those families, has details of the new website.
Deanna Limbrahan is one of many Indigenous women of Montana who have either gone missing or have been murdered. Her body was found in the Stillwater River last summer. Deanna's family is still looking for answers, and they're hoping that a new website from the Bureau of Indian Affairs might help solve her case.
When I hear her favorite song, it's like it's just now hitting me.
It's been 6 months since Darlene lost her daughter Deanna. Deanna's body was found in the Stillwater River near Absorki. Though the cause of Deanna's death was drowning, her family believes she was murdered.
We also heard that she was tied, that they hog-tied her, and then she was beaten with a bat.
Deanna was an outgoing mother of 3 who relished the time she spent with her family.
She liked to visit, she liked to spend time with her friends, she liked to do things that were outgoing.
Described by her aunt as a kind-hearted woman with lots of love, the story of Deanna's death is unfortunately one that many Native Americans are all too familiar with. A significant portion of missing and murdered cases in Montana are those of Indigenous people, mostly women.
It's an epidemic. And it's been going on for decades.
The Bureau of Indian Affairs has launched a new website to raise awareness about this epidemic. The website works as a hotline where people can submit tips on cases of missing and murdered Indigenous people.
Part of the problem is that we don't always have the best data on the full size and scope of this problem.
Brian Newland hopes that this website will connect the public with the BIA and other law enforcement agencies like the FBI and the Department of Justice.
By linking this up, this will allow us to share information more easily and help us solve these cases and bring closure to families who need it.
Deanna's family says that this is a step in the right direction, but they're still frustrated with the response from law enforcement.
Law enforcement responding to it is very weak. I do believe that she's been pushed to the side.
The family believes much more needs to be done.
I hope they find out who these people were that did this to her.
And I believe there has to be justice served for her.
In Lame Deer, Alina Houter, MTN News.
Other headlines, a local Bozeman group partnering with other groups in Missoula to help welcome refugees to Montana. MTN's Edgar Cedillo has our Positively Montana story of what they need and how you can help.
Local groups in Bozeman are partnering together to help out those refugees who are coming to the United States as well as Montana.
People who get off the airplane as refugees come with almost nothing.
For Marty Albini, the inspiration was a picture.
2016, I saw images of Syrian refugees.
Since 2017, he now helps gather donations for refugees coming to Montana.
I'm collecting every year for refugees in Missoula. Every year we get together and collect enough to fill up a moving truck.
Missoula is one of those places that has been cleared by the government to accept refugees. Gallatin Refugee Connections say they are busier than in years past. Normally they help out 75 to 150 refugees. This year they are helping out an additional 75 refugees coming from Afghanistan. Lindsay Ryder, who volunteers, says,
It's a really fun, exciting, and very concrete way to engage our community who support our mission to welcome and receive refugees.
Gallatin Refugee Connections is asking for new and gently used household items before their big send-off to Missoula on February 19th. Lindsay says growing up in Bozeman has inspired her to
have the opportunity to help kind of shape what this community looks like and what it stands for as it's growing and changing.
In Bozeman, Edgar Cedillo, MTN News.
Now you can find drop-off sites at Epic Fitness, Wild Joe's Coffee, Steep Mountain Tea House, Holy Rosary and Resurrection Catholic Churches, and Pilgrim United Church of Christ. We also have a list of items needed on our website. 6:35 now. Hightech contactless shopping now a reality in more places. Amazon, pushing deeper into the grocery store business, has eliminated checkout lines with a handful of stores offering the just walk out experience. The stores don't even require you to scan your items as you select them off the shelf. Asher Karashi gets an inside look at what could become the future of all smart shopping.
A quick QR code scan and you're checked in. This is Amazon's newest iteration of smart shopping.
A lot of the feedback we get is, I feel like I'm shoplifting, I feel like I'm stealing.
It had already used dash carts to record purchases, but this is different. Look up at the ceiling and you'll see a trellis of cameras, numbering in the hundreds, covering every square inch of the store.
The cameras pick up what item was placed and scanned and given to you.
Coupled with computer vision, sensor fusion, and deep learning, the technology automatically detects when a product is taken from or returned to the shelves. Whatever you leave with is charged to your credit card linked to your Amazon account when you scan out.
You don't walk out of the receipt directly, but you'll get a receipt within just a few hours of leaving the store.
Instead of paper cards, produce prices are centrally updated and displayed electronically on mini screens similar to a Kindle reader.
They'll display the item itself, how much it is, if it's on sale, and it'll also have a star rating on there just to show you, hey, this item has been reviewed 20,000 times on Amazon.
And there are a handful of Alexa stations where you can find out anything you need to know about where things are. Or, for example, Alexa, what's on sale this week?
Here are the top deals.
Since September of 2020, the tech giant has opened 23 specialty Amazon Fresh grocery locations around the country. A half dozen are now using the Just Walkout technology in California, Illinois, Washington State, and D.C. One study found that the value of transactions processed by smart checkout technologies will reach $387 billion in 2025. There are still employees in the store, stocking shelves, making fresh sushi, preparing home deliveries, and even cashiers in case you're creeped out by all the cameras and want to shop without being tracked.
We'll have the people that are a little nervous at the beginning to use it, so the first time they come in, they might want to choose to do traditional shopping, or they might just want to talk to the cashiers they're walking out of the door.
But the company says it encourages shoppers to use the technology so they don't have to wait in line or ever open their wallets.
There's no line, there's no wait, and you're truly just getting a quick shopping experience, and you can make it as long or as quick as you want.
Driven in part by the pandemic, the automated technology is already making its way to other retailers. Amazon says the Just Walkout technology is now being used in retail, hospitality, and stadium settings, with more to come. I'm Asher Qureshi reporting.
Craziness, to say the least. 6:38 now. Let's take a break. When we come